I'm Meera Shah. I work as an Operations Program Co-ordinator in the Operations Department at BP. What will you discover? I knew I had an interest in languages, in business and in geography. I went to the University of Bath and I did international management and Spanish, but still with that interest in geography in the background and that interest in plate tectonics, where oil comes from. As a result of my degree, I spent a year abroad and I worked for the British-Chilean Chamber of Commerce. Through the contacts that I made, I realised that the oil and gas industry was something that I was keen to look into further. So I started applying for summer internships for the summer that I would come back to the UK, and BP stood out because the summer internship programme looked great because it was that bit longer, it was 3 months, and it was quite diverse in the range of jobs that I would be offered. So I worked as a performance coordinator in IST. I was given a lot of responsibility from the offset. My team were absolutely brilliant. I think as a result of the support that the team gave me, I was able to get the job with BP on the graduate scheme. Starting the grad programme, it was great to come into a company where I knew a lot of the people already. People remembered me. I could walk down the corridors and people were able to say, "Hi, Meera, welcome back to BP." I spent my first 2 months on the crude operating bench, which was a fantastic experience because normally it's more senior members of staff that can do that. So there was great responsibility given to me from day one. Coming straight from university, I was used to deadlines. I was used to people chasing after me for work, giving me very set, structured pieces of work to do. At work, it's very different, having started here. There's no one chasing after me. I'm given very broad titles of pieces of work to do and left to my own devices to get on with them, which initially was a struggle, but now I feel like I've got enough confidence and I've got enough knowledge to be able to do those pieces of work to a good level and within a good amount of time. I was really surprised that from day one they didn't look at me as a graduate, they looked at me as a fellow colleague, and I was able to do presentations in front of very senior members of staff. I was always encouraged to challenge people more senior to me. An example of that is a project that I've been working on recently where senior members of staff haven't necessarily been happy with the results that we've shown them, and while they may have challenged that, I think it's given them more respect towards me because I've been able to stand up and tell them why we've done something a certain way and that the long-term gains will be bigger than the short-term losses. I'm very keen to discover other areas of BP. When I've voiced that, they have been able to offer me a lot of contacts in those areas, and I've been able to spend time job shadowing and doing trainings. So having that opportunity as a graduate is really, really unique because it means that I don't have to choose exactly what I want to do. I've got time, and I think that's quite a precious thing to have, and they're able to support me throughout that whole journey. Discover BP.